Welcome to London Heathrow Terminal 5. We're on our way to Sydney, down under, so let's start the show! We are on our way to the lounge. So we're going to the Club Lounge South. It says it's 48% full. Wow, look at this.
It's a tri-star.
Oh yeah. And what is this?
This is their current one from 2015.
The Dreamliner.
Yeah.
But we will be flying on a Boeing 777 today.
Is that better?
It's bigger.
Okay. This is one thing that I always noticed about this lounge. All these bottles.
One of the highlights of coming to the lounge, of course, is picking up the High Life magazine, which is no longer available on board, but you can download it off the BA website.
That's quite a spread.
Well, it's for you as well. This is decaf, by the way.
Okay. Now here is your make your own cocktail. There's Negroni, Old Fashioned, Tom Collins. And some ice, but I don't really know what I want. This one. Still.
Alright, well let's check out the toilets here at the lounge. We have Elembus soap, revitalizing hand wash and hand lotion. We've got tissues. We've got a poster about British Airways. You can see that it's all individual cubicles. It's nicely stocked with toilet roll and the toilet is very clean. So I think that gets a 10 out of 10. Oh, Paul. You didn't see me there, did you? I was right there behind the wine.
Oh, I was behind the wine before too.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thank you. So we have chicken and black bean sauce, steamed pak choy and jasmine rice, or grilled Atlantic cod, white bean and tomato cassoulet.
holding area, I guess. We have to like go back and go to the gate, I think, for about an hour and a half while the aircraft is refueled, and then we will continue on board this same aircraft to Sydney. So far we've had the meal, which was very nice, lots of drinks. The crew are fantastic, and the toilets on premium economy, which we're flying, it's the same. We're actually sharing a toilet with the economy section, so it's nothing special. But your usual soaps and everything down here. So I better use the loo because I need it, and there is a queue at the moment. Welcome to Singapore. We've just got off BA 15 and it has been a 13-hour flight. We have got just over half an hour here till we return to the gate C22, which is right here, and it just gives us enough time to perhaps change our underwear. I want to change into something lighter, go to the loo, and maybe even see if I can possibly buy a newspaper.
And I have to change it to my shorts because it's summer right now in
Well,
Singapore.
yes, well, it's 30 degrees Celsius here at the moment, but we're in the airport, we're not going out, we don't have to clear customs or
Still
anything.
feels hot, though.
We literally just got off the flight and it arrived a little bit late because there was debris on the runway, so they had to circle around once. It felt like being at Heathrow, to be quite honest. Right, well, we better get going.
There's a Uniqlo. There's duty free on this side as well as on this other side. There's a Paul Cafe over here.
Any sign of a newspaper?
I don't know. I can't see any. This terminal is massive. It really is. It's so big. Yeah, I don't know how much further we should go because
Let's just go down to here.
it is going to be a bit of a walk. That's to arrive. Oh, look at that. Don't. Okay, we really don't have that much time. Okay, Marcus, you found it. Yeah, W.H. Smith. I don't know.
What's in English? It's just We are back on board now, and here's a top tip if you're doing this flight. We're really not happy because they confiscated all our bottles of water. You have to go through a security.
Even brand new.
Yeah, brand new bottles of water, even though you don't actually leave the air side of the airport.
They weren't convinced.
And we had 5 bottles of water that
Luckily,
we bought at Heathrow.
No, we had. Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah, so it was Evian bottles, and they said, oh, you can refill at the tap. So they only gave us 2 bottles back, and then when I realised that we'd only got 2, went back up, and they said they'd dumped the rest. So if you are flying through Singapore on this BA15 flight, or any flight that is just stopping off in Singapore with Onward connection, just be aware of this, that they're going to confiscate your water. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't understand why that would happen. Anyway, we've got another 7 hours to go until we reach Sydney.
welcome here to Sydney, where the local time is now approaching 6:35 in the morning. Please do remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. The other fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. Finally, on behalf of everyone at British Airways and all of the team on board today, it has been a pleasure, and we do look forward to welcoming you back onto another British Airways flight very soon. Thank you, and a very good day to you all.
Well, I declared my products, and there was a gentleman that asked me what I was declaring, whether I was declaring any meats or dairy products. I said yes, and he asked me what I brought, and then I said I was bringing chocolate. And then so I went into the quarantine line 1 with Marcus, and then the gentleman at the end asked what kind of medication I was declaring. I said, oh, I was declaring medication, and then he just took my slip, and then that was it. And then he just said to exit A, so I did, and now I am waiting for Marcus to come out. I wanted to go with him, but so I'm just waiting to see where he is now.
I was panicking because I waited like 10 minutes for Paul. He was right behind me before, and then he didn't come out. So I went.
The guy said to me to go out of this exit.
This is from the customs.
He said that I can't follow you.
Why? So anyway,
that's what he said.
The whole thing is bizarre. So he went out one side.
I was waiting for you outside.
Yeah, but I didn't go to the exit. I waited because I thought he was going to come behind me. And then I spoke to these 2 ladies, and they said, oh, he's probably gone out already. So, oh well, the panic's over. At least I got onto the airport Wi-Fi while I was trying to contact him. Right, we need to go get a taxi to our hotel.
Hey, it's time for you to have fun too by subscribing to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus. Look how much fun I'm having.
Well, we tried to check in early at the hotel, but unfortunately there are no rooms available at the moment.
Oversubscribed.
Well, they're all occupied at the moment. So they said they would give us a call if one becomes available before the guaranteed check-in time of 3 p.m. And of course, you will be able to see a review of the hotel at a later date in one of our hotels episodes. It doesn't matter. It just means that I've been awake for 48 hours or something. Paul slept on the flight, but we had a plan in place if this happened anyway. And the plan was that if we did manage to check in, then we would sleep for a few hours and then come out and do a few things locally. But if we couldn't check in, then we'd do the few things locally now. Yes. So we're walking up Bathurst Street, or is it Bathurst Street?
Bathurst.
And this should take us up to Sydney Town Hall and also some of the shopping areas. And I'm really intrigued because they have Woolworths over here, and we will be featuring that in a later episode. But I think we do need to get a few bits and pieces, especially sun cream, because the taxi driver was just saying that you really need to have 60 SPF.
Or 100, if they do 100.
Well, if it existed, I think he meant.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, so it's a Sunday morning, it's November while we're here, and it is 23 degrees, so it's the late spring for this time of the morning. 20 to 9, 23 Celsius, and it actually feels quite sweaty and humid. And I wasn't going to be changing again. I mean, this is what I was wearing on the flight, so I'm just going to have to put up with it. At least, Paul, you are wearing a t-shirt. That's the other side, Paul. Oh, and I nearly fell onto the road. Alright, nothing's coming anyway. Let's go. So here we have Town Hall Square. And it says Town Hall Square through to Town Hall Station. There's various shops. Let's see if anything is open. The doors are open, and I think we need breakfast to start off with, but we'll have a look and see what is happening here. Oh, we're in luck. Look, it says Sunday is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. What does that mean? Do you mean it's only dull people are brilliant at eating breakfast, or only dull people are brilliant first thing in the morning? I need breakfast. THS, Town Hall Square. Wow. There's a rather nice water feature.
Wow.
And we come down here, Town Hall Square Station. Now, is this the subway called?
I believe so.
So it's like T lines, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, I think. So then here are the departures.
Oh, right.
And
oh yes, T1, T9, whatever.
oh, later on we are going to take the T8 to Sydenham, and then also I want to come here
Cronulla.
and also to
Bondi Junction.
which is
Right.
where the big Westfield is, and I think it's a bit of a walk to Bondi Beach, but I think walking's good. No.
St Andrew's Anglican Cathedral. And it is Sunday, everyone's going in for the service. Not us. We're still on the hunt for breakfast. Right. You said that you saw Woolworth.
Woolworth was like back there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look. There's a sign for it over there.
I'm not sure they're.
Yeah. Well, let's take a little walk down this street. I think this is George Street.
Yeah.
There's always McDonald's.
I didn't come all the way here for McDonald's.
Hungry Jack's. I saw this when we came along in the taxi before.
All right.
Look at the signage. Remind you of anything, Paul?
BK anyone?
World Square, another shopping centre. It's got a Coles supermarket. So that is the other big supermarket here, along with Woolworths. But again, we'll be featuring that on another episode to come. Well, I guess we should take a little look at World Square, see if there's anything to eat in there. So we've come to a restaurant called Silk, and they do brunch. I guess that's what we're going to have.
Yeah.
So the prices for those using pounds, it's basically the Australian dollar is double the pound. So you have it, and then that is your pounds amount. So a big breakfast would be £15, which I think is a bit too much actually. But there are cheaper options. So I am having a regular decaf latte because I do want to get to sleep later. And Paul, you're having a matcha iced latte, is it?
Yeah, iced matcha latte. It's hot out there and I need to be cold, so I'm having this. And I won't be sleeping.
And I relented and decided that I would go for the big breakfast after all. Let's just splash out. It's our first day here, and Paul's having the same. Well, we had breakfast at Silk, and now we're going to have a look at Liverpool Lane. I wonder what could be down here. Lots more eateries, and I really like this Brooklyn Bridge Deli. It's in the style of the subway signs in New York. We've just walked back down George Street, and I saw an Irish flag. And it's an Irish pub, Scruffy Murphy's, and quite a big pub as well by the looks of it. So this is Pitt Street, and it is home of the Westfield Shopping Centre. There seems to be a Westfield everywhere we go, Paul.
Yeah, I think that we haven't encountered a Westfield just yet in Australia, but there is one here in the city center, and then they also have one out at Bondi Junction.
Oh, right.
But yeah, this place is massive. And I think that they also have Christmas tree lightings up as well.
Well, it is November when we're filming this, so yes.
But it is really, really surreal because you don't normally associate Christmas with the warm weather.
Indeed.
To be fair.
QVB, Paul.
QVB it is.
Queen Victoria Building. Well, we still haven't heard from the hotel, and it's almost 1 o'clock, so we're probably just going to slowly make our way back there and plead with them for a room. So I think that is a good time for us to say bye for this episode.
Bye for now. But for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, which I'm not sure why you haven't, please subscribe and hit the subscribe button.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee, and goodness knows we're probably going to need lots of those over the next few days,
yes.
There is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.
We've got the room.
Yes, we do.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, thank God.
I need to go to bed.
Oh, already?